To Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about someone who has happened upon some information that they know is very valuable. We've got the Seven of Wands, but it's in the reverse. And you can see this person's kind of scared of all the crows, which could refer to somebody who's being watched, or there's a lot of attention on them, seeing if things have, maybe gotten a little bit tense. This is in the reverse because Seven of Wands in the reverse is about vulnerability, and the Page of Swords is a piece of information. Notice there is a laptop here in the foreground, so it looks to me like we have someone who has happened upon, or they were in the right place, the right time to learn some information that was someone was desperately trying to keep this information hidden. So that sounds like it's going to be an interesting cup of tea. Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a good day so far. Hello, Key Controller. Oh, good. Hello, Dana. How are you doing? Hello, Renee. Dana, if we hit the $15 tip mark, I've still got your question written down, so I would include your question, okay? Hello, Crystal. How's it going? Hello, Taj. Huge shout out to Johnny. I recorded a short that has the unboxing, but I've got a couple of new things in my lovely tarot room here. Thanks to Johnny, so shout out to him. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is in the description box, but it's wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. So I have like the weirdest flyaway ever. Sorry, y'all. I did not recurl my hair today. It is humid and stormy, and we're just gonna roll with it, okay? Also, huge shout out to all the members. If you're interested in additional shorts, videos, live streams, there's a link in the description box for you, and you would be very welcome. We just had our members only live stream last night, actually. Hello, Crystal. Wait, did I already say hello? Maybe I did. Hello, Corey. Hello, Danny. Hello, Liam. Hello, Steven. Hello, Jean-Pierre. Thank you, Renee. We're just rolling with it, right? All right, so I'm going to have the first opportunity here to use Johnny Arcade's tarot deck. Thank you again for sending it to me. I really should have posted those shorts before I use what you sent me, but we're going with it. I will post the short shortly. Hello, Vinod. How are you doing? Hello, Lucas. What's happening? All right, so the first that we have would be the Six of Rupees, or the Six of Pentacles, and the Page of Rupees. Okay, so here's the information that's coming out. Somebody has spent money and not wanted anybody to see it. They were trying to anticipate something before it was, this to me honestly kind of looks like insider trading, or someone who is getting a little, it's almost like, hey, just wanted to let you know that this property is going to go on for sale. I know you're looking at this neighborhood, except for it's like more nefarious, maybe even illegal. Hello, Hansi. That makes me think of Hansa beer, which is delicious. Oh, hello, Holy Cannoli. I hope you find a better channel for whatever it is you're looking for. Hello, is it H-Nin? I'm not saying that properly, probably, but welcome. Hey, Rama Bellum, how are you doing? So, yeah, this feels to me like somebody has spent money in a questionable way, or invested with maybe no regulations being considered, right? Or laws. We have the Page of Rods or Page of Wands in the reverse. Yeah. didn't really get the full message, or maybe something was kind of dressed up to sound better than it really was, or we have somebody who's trying to like cover their tracks. So if there's a way to track account names or transactions, this is, you know, I can jump through a few hoops if it means that people can't track what I've been doing, or if it means that I can kind of lose whoever might be tailing me, right? Hello, Trending. Hello, Grind Hard. How's it going? Oh my goodness. It's 4:44 a.m. there? That's wild. It is 2:15 here, p.m. Welcome back, Bessie May. How are you doing? Oh no! I'm sending you healing energy. Hope you feel better. Hello, Mondarius. Hello, happy cooking. Oh, did you notice? You probably didn't. This was the Cook's Tarot at the very beginning. So, I have a feeling we've got somebody who did something against the law, and they're getting discovered. Here's that Page of Swords energy again. That card I just held up from the very beginning. These are both the same card, Page of Swords. Just got a knife here, that's all. So this information is not going to stay secret because somebody has happened upon it, and they know that it could get somebody in trouble. Now, I'm not saying that we have somebody that's asking for money in order to keep a secret, but we might have somebody that's asking for money in order to keep a secret. Hey, look what I found. It looks like this would be pretty damaging if I told everybody what you've been up to. If I told everybody that you like Nickelback. Obviously, it's more serious than that. I mean, it's pretty serious. But this is probably more so like illegal financial transactions in some way. Hello, Chrissy. How are you doing? Hello, Ask McNair. What's up? Hello, SL. We've got the Four of Rods or the Four of Wands. I don't know. It's actually kind of funny, King Toxic. You do you. Somebody tells you you're weird for doing something that you enjoy, then like they don't get it, you know? We've got Queen of Rods or Queen of Wands with the Four of Wands. So I feel like this is the person who's encountering the information. Yeah. Okay. Whew. So this is somebody looking into the past, finding out, like being able to retrace somebody's steps. And finding out that this decision that was made was not a good decision. And therefore, whoever this is that feels like they can kind of benefit from the situation, I feel like they are kind of, we'll go with assertive, but maybe even aggressive, because they feel like this is something that needs to be shared. This is something that needs to be announced. But, oh, do you want to pay me for it? You know? Hello, Redbeard. How's it going? Hey, Carrie. Oh, I'm so excited for you, Lee. I hope you have the best time. Catch a tan for me, will you? What else do we have? Three of Swords in the reverse. Three of Pentacles or Three of Rupees in the reverse. And the Devil. Yeah. So the Three of Swords is in the reverse because we have somebody here who feels like this is like old history. It's buried. It's way back there. I think I'm fine. I've gotten away with it. Nobody's looking into it. So we could be talking about a cold case. We could be talking about somebody who stole a lot of money way back when, but you know, they didn't have the same ability to like look into things, so they got away with it. And I do feel like this person feels some sense of like, nanner nanner, right? Oh, I'm so excited for you, Grindhard. It's your birthday tomorrow, right? Well, I'll give you a birthday shout out tomorrow. We've got the High Priestess in the reverse. Yeah. Oh, this energy makes me uncomfortable. This is definite, like, I have to hide who I am. You know, wearing the, maybe even like full get up to make sure nobody recognizes me, or, you know, going online and not saying who I really am. Like, this is somebody who feels like they have to be very cautious or not let anybody be able to track them. I guess the character oracle is next. Hello, Abba. How are you doing? Oh, Mr. Apple Juice, did you get a hold of somebody's, like maybe your mom's phone? Hey, Jordan, what's up? All right, so this is the character oracle. It will give a little bit more insight into some of the like everyday details, right? We've got somebody who is seen as having a good sense of rhythm, maybe even professionally dances. But what I really get from this is more so that this is somebody that is able to be a bit of a chameleon, move in between different types of crowds, right? I can fit in with the most, I don't know, elite crowd, but I can also hang out, you know, behind a restaurant talking to people who are taking their smoke break. This is a chameleon of sorts and somebody who is also capable of solving a lot of problems. They don't have to actually be in the medical field, but this would be somebody who is compassionate and they fix things. So they have a strong sense of right and wrong. Hello, TR. How are you doing? Hello, Create. Hello, Dwayne. That's awesome. No, Shimshan, if that's what you're looking for, you'd want to go elsewhere. Is it Batman? Batman? Batman. We've got journalist, chronicler of stories, reporting, interview, inquiry, and promotion. So this possible dancer and compassionate individual, they got away with words. They got away with looking into things. They got away with finding out secrets. Maybe even telling the whole world about these secrets. Oh my. I think there's a little bit of drama brewing. Let's see if the storm warning card comes out. This is the energy oracle. Yeah, Ava, Lucas's advice is a good one. Hello, I'm gonna call you Musa. This is a really long name. I'd probably mess it up. Hello, Unrealed? Is that what it is? We've got Goddess of the Moon and Anxiety. This is freaking out over a secret. You know, I thought I was able to keep this secret, right? Everything was going to be fine, but now there's some anxiety. Now, the moon represents secrets, but this is also a very specific card about somebody who's gone through a lot. And I feel like this is also a reference to that Queen of Wands energy, somebody who is compassionate, right? We had compassion on the Doctor card at the bottom. And they're pretty smart. So this person's nervous because someone is actually investigating around wherever their secret is. It's like if you stole something and you buried it in your backyard and you see that there's a law enforcement back there with a metal detector. Like, oh no, I've been discovered. Hey Johnny, how are you doing? If we get to $15 in tips, I'll do personal questions. Hello, Drew. Hello, Cheryl. That's a great question, Bedlam. We've got door to value. Money. This is about money. Someone has money hidden, or somebody has done whatever they could to hide how they spent their money. I don't want anybody to know. I don't want anybody to find out. I don't want to have any consequences. I don't want to be taxed. Whatever it is, their cover is not going to last. Hello, Ray. Hello, Nizzle. This is an extended Lenormand, by the way. Oh, I don't like that. Okay. Here's the thing. I was just talking about something being buried in the backyard, right? There's that ring. So could we have some jewelry? Could we have some high-value assets that are hidden? Could we have somebody who maybe even steals these things? But we have a labyrinth, a maze, in order to find these things of value. So I feel like this is the shell game. You know, I make money here, but I don't want it to be tracked, so I move it over here, and then I put it in this trust, or I, you know, donate to this, but I get this check back. There's definitely some money laundering happening here. Ray, my answer to your question, how does one get more money? The quickest way for you, obviously, is, you know, just working, but like, I feel like you do that. The main thing is, are you actually focusing on the right things? Like, is money the only thing that's worth focusing on? Just curious. Okay, so I could very well be overreacting here, Drew. But go ahead and explain to me what you meant by that last little bit there. And that'll determine whether or not you can hang out in the live chat, okay? So we've got the compass, which is number 42. Oh, you did everything you could to hide this money, or you did everything you could to hide how you spent this money, or what you were getting into, who you were working with. But somebody's still able to find it. Somebody's still able to solve the puzzle. This is like saying, yeah, I know you tried to shred all of those reports or those receipts, but I had a backup copy. Nice try. You wanted to make it seem like that wasn't an issue, or you weren't there, or you didn't spend that money, or you didn't get paid that. But now I have what I need to be able to prove that you lied. Oh, that's good. This is not good. They thought they were going to be able to not have their name associated with this, and now they're realizing that there's someone who's maybe a little bit smarter than them. So, whoops. Now they might not be able to accomplish what they thought they could. All right, this is the Beginner's Tarot. Hello, Mavis. How are you doing? Hello, Abron. Good luck with that rubber duck. Hello, Sean. We've got the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Hierophant. You ever deal with somebody who initially feels like they're superior to you, or they try to like condescend and they're a little bit like high and mighty, and then they find out who you are? Now, I'm not saying you should be all like, meh, right? But someone really thought that they were like superior to you. Have you ever seen a video where like a lawyer or, I don't know, a judge, maybe an FBI agent gets pulled over by some rookie cop who wants to like play bully? It's like that. Okay, maybe you're smart. Maybe you have connections. Maybe you had a little bit of a plan. But if you're up against somebody who really knows their stuff, somebody who has compassion but is also pretty wicked smart, good luck, I guess. It's not going to go well for you. So I do feel like whatever they've been trying to hide regarding their finances or their behavior, it's coming out. Can't keep it secret anymore. Hello, Augustine. Hello, somebody. Hello, Corey. Thank you. Hello, Ken. How are you doing? Hey, Erin. Yep, this is the illusion, that labyrinth that we saw, trying to hide things. You see this and you don't know that there's something else, right? Like a bookshelf that hides the door to another room. You just think it's books. But there's a whole other world over there, right? The intuition that this person has is that this is like a fake vision, right? The way I would explain this would be kind of like that, you know, fake door or bookshelf that is disguised as a wall, but is really a door. This 10 of Cups is like a screensaver or something that is meant to make it seem like there's nothing else here. Keep it moving. These are not the droids you're looking for, right? Queen of Wands doesn't fall for that. Nope. What was that thing that they said? Was it honey badger don't give up? I think. That's what I'm hearing about this Queen of Wands. Like, oh, you don't like this? I'm sorry. Don't like the heat? Get out of the kitchen. Queen of Wands is not messing around. They're like, I can tell that there's something over here that I need to figure out, and I'm gonna solve the puzzle. You wanted me to think everything is fine and dandy, nothing out of order, you know, nothing to see here. But I know better. I know that you're over there kind of mixing and matching, trying to make it look better than it really is. And I'm going to figure out what you're actually hiding. And I think they did. And with the Two of Swords in the reverse, they are no longer blindfolded. Now they know what's really going on. And what are they going to do with that information? It really is. Hey, thanks, Lucas. Hello, Fabian. How are you doing? Hello, conversation. Sorry, Bessie May. That's not really what my gift is for. You gotta focus on the big questions. Hello, Hamilton. How are you? 9 of Cups. Injustice. I don't know. I'm seeing some blue lights flashing. Thought that they could hide whatever they had. Thought that they could smile and nod and everything would be fine. But now we have some consequences. Now we have some karma for this person who didn't seem to want to, pay attention to what they were supposed to do. Come on. Sorry, guys. I guess I'm going to have to go get another candle tonight. Or like a real light. We'll think about it. Hello, William. From Belfast. I can't help but associate that with the Titanic, which I was just a little bit obsessed with when I was younger. Before the movie, okay? Oh, rubber duck? I highly doubt that. You can float, right? But really though, we all have our skills, gifts. Have you seen the show Ghosts? Will this spoil it? This is gonna be a little bit inappropriate or offensive or like immature humor, but all the ghosts in that show, when you walk, like when a human walks through the ghosts, there's something that happens, right? One of the girls is like a hippie, so if you walk through her, you feel like you just smoked a little bit. One of them is, oh God, what's his name? I can't remember, but he's from like the time of like Hamilton and Franklin, right? Just like less famous. But if you walk through his ghost, it smells like you farted. All right, back to the reading. I'm sorry, guys. I had to share that with you. Hey, KO. If that's what you want to be proud about, that's cool. And you're still welcome in the live chat. I'm sure there's someone who can read you. Kanika, do me a favor. Please do not put any personal information. Did you, Brittany? That's funny. It's a good show. It's pretty hilarious. I love the redheaded woman. I can't remember her name. Hey, Kushant, I'm putting you in a brief timeout because you are spamming. And look, I don't like spam, okay? Hello, Tara by Shruti. How are you doing? Hello, Sean. Be sure to subscribe because once I get to 20,000 subscribers, I'm going to give away 2 free readings. Otherwise, if we get to $15 in tips today, I will do personal questions at the end. Priority to those who tip, of course. You didn't hear me say something about you happy cooking? I thought you would love the fact that I started out with the Cook's Tarot. Oh, you want me to put some cards? I got you. You heard what I said before, right? We got the Chariot because somebody has decided that they could just kind of leave behind whatever they had done that was illegal. I think I created enough of a distraction, or I think I've created enough of like a smoke screen so nobody can see what I was actually doing. And then they come back around or they hear a little scuffle and whatever they thought was settled, no big problem, is all of a sudden like a real big deal, a real big problem, right? Hello, Blueberries. How are you doing? That's funny. Hello, Cheech. What's going on? So we've got the Sun in the reverse. Ooh, and a 6 of Swords. Why do I feel like somebody is escaping with proof? This 6 of Swords, it makes me think of the, let's see, was she the younger sister or the older sister? The sister in Lovely Bones who ends up finding evidence of the responsible party doing what they did. She has to like sneak out the window and I think like fall from the 2nd floor to get away, but she does. I feel like we have somebody that has a pretty narrow escape and they have information that proves what they're saying, that this, whatever the secret is, that's probably got to do with some money laundering. They got the proof, they got the receipts. Hello, Drew, how's it going? Thank you. Hello, Family is Life. What's going on? All right. Well, you guys, some of you know I'm just a little bit terrified, a little bit scared of these. They get pretty real, but I do think that we have to get a couple cards from the True Crime deck. So let's see what we get. Hello, Shreya. How are you doing? Marine Ponderosa. Is that because of the cats? That's my guess. Wow. Okay, guys. What did I say? Money laundering. Shell game. Let's hide it over here and pretend that's how we made that money. Hello. Is it Roa? How are you doing? So there could be a natural disaster timed when this information is coming out, or there could also be something like a, big storm that ends up exposing some of the information that may have been buried or hidden or whatever, right? But we have regret and nothing that seems to be really helping someone calm down, because once this information is out, there's not much that they can do to stop the consequences. So it looks to me like this person is realizing that the Queen of Wands might actually have some incriminating evidence on them regarding the fraud that happened. Hello, Vijaya. If I get to $15 in tips, I will do personal questions at the end. Hello, keeping it real. How are you doing? So we've got the Tower and the Nine of Wands. Ooh, this person's getting real defensive, and I feel like it's an interview with law enforcement, to be honest. Hey, here, we've got this information. Sure looks like you did this and this. And that kind of breaks the law. So what do you have to say for yourself? How can you explain these actions? And I think they really can't unless they want to incriminate themselves. So we could have somebody who's pleading the fifth or saying, I'll talk to you once I have my lawyer here, because they've got something they need to hide. It is pretty comfortable. Thank you. Yep, exactly. Gotta get a lawyer. That's funny. 8 of Pentacles and the 10 of Swords. I did everything I could to try to pretend that everything was fine, or try to hide anything that would tie me to this crime, or make it clear that I had, in fact, lied about who I am, or what money I have, or how I spent it. And this 10 of Swords tells me there's multiple choices, multiple transactions, multiple receipts that indicate this person broke the law, that indicate this person is guilty. So, you can't really do anything about it. We got you, Sure, you can get your lawyer, but, we don't need too much information from you, right? Oh, thank you so much, Bessie May. I appreciate that. Hello, Donald. How are you doing? We've got 6 of Cups and the Ace of Swords. This is from a while ago. This is not something that they did, 6 weeks ago. But the truth is coming out. They cannot hide it anymore. I do feel like it's the time it was supposed to come out. Ace of Cups, huh? I think they're going to try to smooth things over, or try to get somebody to bury the story. Help them out. Hey, call in an old favor, right? Hey, I know it's asking a lot, but could you make sure that this doesn't get talked about? And I feel like they get told to, shut up. Sorry, this is bigger than you. We can't be calling in favors on this one. TR, you are sadly mistaken. We've got that Queen of Wands energy again. This is the person who finds out the information. They're like, nope, that is coming out. Everybody's going to find out about your secret. Everybody's going to know that you were fraudulent, or that you lied about this, lied about that. King of Cups. Emperor in the reverse. So we have a potential like celebrity type getting canceled, or someone who feels like they're the pillar of the community. Their status is getting impacted. Their reputation is being impacted because if they felt like they were a great businessman, but they actually like just stole a bunch of stuff, right? Or if they claim to be some great father, but they really aren't, right? Thank you for the tip, Marcus. I'm gonna write that down for you. I sure hope she isn't. All right. Hello, Seth. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Hello, Tyrone. Yeah, I figured that's what you meant. And also, that's kind of wild. So there's a loss of control here with this person who is keeping this secret for so long. And now that they don't have control of this information, now that they've asked somebody to, you know, maybe keep that out of the news, they're realizing that there's like a new kid in town, or there's a new person taking over. They're losing their power because of the secret already. So things are coming out and they can hear whispers behind them, people feeling like it's probably time to kind of nudge this person away, right? Time's up kind of thing. Let's see. This is the Golden Lenormand. Yeah, thank you for liking the video. I appreciate it. Hello, Edward. How are you doing? Hello, Gigi. Sometimes, but I'm pretty patient. Takes a lot to ruffle my feathers. We've got 29, which is the feminine energy, the woman. Oh, did I miss Aqua Beauty? Hey, Aqua Beauty, what's going on, girl? Hello, Aura, how are you doing? So we've got number 4, which is the home. Yeah, I think we have somebody that has been covering their tracks and trying to make it seem like they're doing something innocent. So they may be claiming to do some charitable work. They may have, you know, a woman who is fronting a business. But I do feel like this is, how can I make this look like a good thing from the outside? Nothing to see here, keep it moving. When in reality, what we're doing is fraudulent, scamming, taking things that we shouldn't, right? Thank you, Seth. I appreciate you. Was there a question to accompany your tip, or are you just a stand-up dude? Hello, Samuel. How are you doing? So we also have the anchor coming through, and I feel like this is talking about feeling like something is buried, feeling like something is stationary, feeling like you don't have to worry about it anymore, but it's come back up. This represents stability, and because we have people looking for the truth, this stability, or this kind of like, I feel like everything's safe because nobody can find that, is at risk, or there's a change, and now they're anxious because it seems like it's only a matter of time before someone will figure this out. Oh, thank you, Aqua Beauty. I appreciate you. Let me know if you have a question. So I will be doing personal questions. I would guess there's a decent chance that the lovely Dana has probably fallen asleep because it was super early in the morning. But I'm going to answer her question. And then I've got Marcus's question. Thank you. Oh, you didn't need to do that, hun, but you're definitely very sweet to do so. I've got you on my list. And then I've got Seth and Aqua. If y'all have questions, let me know. Hello, Yo-Yo. How are you doing? I'll just pull a couple cards from here, and then I'll start with Dana, and then Marcus, you would be after that, okay? What's up, Thomas? Okay, so we have someone who's going to jail. We have somebody who's getting legal consequences because they stole something. Gift is in the reverse. There is a woman who has inside information on this. Somebody who has probably moved recently. And we have somebody who's trying to claim innocence, but with the thief card in the reverse, it's because they're trying to point at somebody else. They are, in fact, guilty. Is this a good time to say for entertainment purposes? Allegedly? So we've got some evidence here with this letter, and someone who's maybe not taken seriously. This is that Page of Swords energy. Maybe someone accidentally says something or reveals that there's information, and that gets discovered by our very intelligent, compassionate investigator. So, muy interesante. We're gonna go with the gold foil tarot. For Dana, will my sister figure out that I am seeing someone? Will my sister figure out that I'm seeing someone? I don't think so. I think there's, a possibility that, figuring out based off of body language or whatever else. But I feel like this is indicating that Dana, your sister, is very much so invested in something else going on right now and maybe a little bit too distracted to be looking for that kind of detail or figuring that out. So I don't see that happening anytime soon. Marcus, thank you again for the tip. We've got, is my wife cheating on me on her cruise? I certainly hope not, but let's see. I feel like there is flirtation. I feel like there is maybe even fantasizing. But the Six of Wands is in the reverse. So I feel like there's someone here who's maybe like misreading the situation or just kind of like thinking about, that would be nice, but I don't know if I want to get into all of that. I do feel like your wife loves you. And I do feel like there's some criticism here in terms of, things that your wife feels you could do better. But I don't know that I would say going all the way to like full-on cheating. I feel like it's just kind of like, that would just be messy, right? But still thinking about it. Oh, you're so welcome, Dana. So I'm sending healing energy to you, Marcus, because I hope things can get better between the two of you. You're funny. Hello, Eddie. How are you doing? Hello, Peter. So Marcus, I'm going to see if there's any additional information because you did tip me twice, so I appreciate that. I do feel like there is advice here for you to find a way to pull back on the thoughts. It's coming through as a little bit of an obsession. Like, what is this person hiding from me? Is this person lying to me? I'm getting that there's something here that you could be doing outdoors or maybe even reading books. Find a way to, I guess I could say, distract your mind, but I feel like the thoughts are kind of running away, and it could even be approaching paranoia at a certain point. There's a way to kind of quiet the mind, right? Maybe it's even music. Maybe you play music? But I'm sending you a big ol' hug. Did Seth end up saying that he had a question? I don't know that I saw him message. Hello, Ryan. How are you doing? Hello, woodworking. Aw, thank you, Seth. You're very sweet. I appreciate that. Oh, Aqua Beauty, you're so kind to do that. Hold on, where was it? What are the other haters gossiping about? What are the other haters gossiping about? Haters gonna hate though, right? What would they do if they didn't have any hating to do? So this feels to me like trying to figure out how you keep moving. Gossip seems to be including wondering how you're unbothered, or how you still have this like Energizer bunny vibe where you keep moving. I feel like there's like a questioning of like, we've been sending this negative energy, or we don't like you, and you're still over here like having a good time. Like, how are you having a good time unless we like you? Oh, I'm sorry. Am I not allowed to have a happy life unless you're like over here like, feels to me like we have a little bit of like whining because you're not really worried about them, right? Two of Swords in the reverse and the 10 of Wands. You're like, I don't have time for any of your shenanigans. Like, I've got like real things to be worried about. I've got real things that I'm working on. I'm changing my life. Get away from me. Like, I don't think they think about the same things that you do, right? And the attempts to try to mess with you don't seem to get what they want. So it's kind of funny because it's confirmation, right? They keep trying to mess with you, but they're not able to. You? Did I say hello to Dan? How's it going? And Grind Hard has a birthday tomorrow. I'm gonna do this question. Is my lady friend future wifey and a family preparing for me tomorrow? That's cute. Is there some preparation happening from the future wifey for Grind Hard tomorrow? Has it already happened? Now there's some question as to what's going on tomorrow. I feel like there's something that's happened to upset your future wifey. We've got Ace of Cups in the reverse, the World in the reverse, and the Page of Cups in the reverse. This is like sad, mopey energy, or things aren't like where I want it to be. Now, if there are like plans, it could be like I ordered a cake and they didn't make it, and now I'm upset because I put in this effort and now it's not happening. Or there's something here in terms of, I don't know if I'm actually going to see Grind Hard tomorrow. I don't know what's happening tomorrow. So there's a question mark here. And with the Ace of Swords in the reverse, there's something that the lady friend is feeling like I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Thank you, Seth. Sending you good vibes, Drew. Hey, Zhao, how are you doing? Hey, big bro. If you're a big bro, you should be able to handle it, right? You can always just like click off. Do you know how to do that? You can figure out how to type, so you know. Okay, so Marcus has. Do we have a near-death experience? Okay. I feel like I need a different set of cards for that. Okay, Marcus. What do we want for that? I'm gonna pull a few from the Voyage of the Soul. Why did Marcus get sent back? Why did Marcus get sent back? So the two cards I pulled are the Universe and Enchantment. God, Source, Intelligence, Prayers, Support, Above. And we've got Captivated, Romance, Charm, Dazzling, Fairy Tales, and Surprise. I do feel like there are some surprises in store for you, Marcus. Surprises that make you smile a wry smile. And I do feel like there is a softening of your edges after this experience. It's as if the universe said, yeah, I mean, you could leave now if you want, but this is the best part of the show. This is the good stuff. Like you're leaving right before the dessert. I feel like this was to make sure that you get to have the enjoyable part. Has it happened yet? I don't know about that. This is what I'm seeing, polarity. You had experienced one type and like one way of seeing life, and the universe was like, no, 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 no. There's more. But wait, there's more. You have a place within the world where you are meant to lead. You are meant to inspire. You are meant to share the wisdom that you've gained. So you have a lot of work here to do, but you also have a lot of enjoyment, right? I think I got through all the questions, right? Hey, Lemonade, how are you doing? Hello, Kevin. Ooh. Sending extra love. Oh, I will definitely send some healing and extra love energy towards Steve. Keep him in my prayers. Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna write it down. I'm doing well. How are you doing, hun? Oh, you're so welcome, Seth. Hello, philosopher. What's going on? Yeah, thank you for liking the video, everyone. I appreciate that. Let's see. I'm gonna scroll and see if we have another question. Yeah, should I sing an embarrassing happy birthday to you tomorrow, Grindhard? What do you think? Ooh, okay, I'm gonna help you. Kiss JG wants to know, my sisters don't want to pay me my third of everything my mom left when she passed away. Will it go in my favor if I take them to court? I really do hope that that goes well for you. Let's go with the Tattoo Tarot here. If Kiss JG takes sisters to court, would it go in Kiss JG's favor? Yes. I do feel like there's information that your sisters are hiding. Yeah, Ace of Swords in the reverse. They don't want you to know something. They're hoping you're just going to keep it moving and you won't do anything, and they get to make money off of that. But I see there being a lot of luck on your side. What does History G need to know about what's hidden or what information they're hiding? I feel like this could have to do with jewelry. So you may know this should get split into thirds, but you may not know that, you know, mom left a watch to you, or mom left, you know, some expensive pearls to you or something. There's something here that could be related to jewels, watches, sentimental items that they also don't want you to know about. So I'm sending you luck and justice type energy, right? Thank you, Lee. Oh, I'm so happy for you. Oh, that's so beautiful. And I'm sure he's very lucky for that. That leadership, that's you teaching him, right? What a lucky son. I love that. And thank you for tipping. All right, y'all. That's going to make me cry, so I might have to leave now. That's really sweet. All right. Thank you for liking and subscribing. And remember, as soon as we get to 20,000 subscribers, I'm going to give away 2 free personal readings. And my email is in the description box if you're looking to purchase a